The art of owning your mindset. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a powerful journey of self-discovery and mental liberation. We're tackling the art of not giving a F. Finding inner peace and owning your mindset in a world that often feels like it's trying to control you. You have been copying people your entire life. It's how you learn how to be. I heard this in a video from Dan Coe. We're surrounded by messages about what we should care about, how we should act, and even who we should be. But today, we're going to look deeper and find out what happens when we stop copying, tune into our own unique voices, and reclaim our personal power. My name is Nick Jackson, and my channel is here to give you insights on philosophy, psychology, spirituality, growth mindset, and how to start doing everything you ever dreamed of. If any of those things are interesting to you, and if you love determining your own path of learning, subscribe to my channel and make sure you like the video to help push me forward in the algorithm. If you have any thoughts about the topics I speak about, start a convo in the comments below. I love new ideas and insights from anyone who has them. Part 1. Why most people are NPCs. Breaking free from the script. Let's start by talking about the concept of NPCs, or non-playable characters. It's a gaming term that I first heard about probably playing GTA 5. But it's to describe background characters who follow scripts. They don't make their own choices or think independently. Psychologists suggest that most people, without realizing it, fall into this NPC role because it's easier than questioning their beliefs and decisions. Most men lead lives of quiet desperation and go to the grave with the song still in them, said Henry David Thoreau. Studies show that we're wired to follow social cues, but to truly find happiness, we must go beyond simply following others and discover what really matters to us. As Mark Manson suggests in The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F, it's about choosing your values consciously instead of letting society pick them for you. One thing you can do is identify areas where you feel you're just following along without much thought. Challenge yourself to question your routines, values, and beliefs. Part 2. The art of not giving a F. Choosing your values wisely. The phrase not giving a fuck isn't about being careless or indifferent, it's about selective focus. According to Mark Manson, it's about deciding what deserves your time, energy, and emotion, and letting go of the rest. It's not the things themselves that disturb people, but the judgments they make about these things, said Epictetus. In psychology, this concept aligns with cognitive reframing. Instead of seeing challenges as threats, view them as opportunities to choose your response. 90% of people's stress is worrying about things beyond their control. By redefining what you care about, you reduce unnecessary stress. List your top 5 values. When you face stress, check if it aligns with these values, and if not, let it go. Part 3. How to be pro at not giving a fuck. Embracing radical acceptance. Not caring what others think is easier said than done. Dr. Marsha Linehan teaches us to accept life fully and only change what we can control. This approach to life can release us from the chains of unnecessary worry. Happiness can exist only in acceptance, said George Orwell. Buddhist philosophy emphasizes non-attachment, not clinging to specific outcomes or opinions. YouTubers like Nathaniel Drew talk about how non-attachment has brought them peace and focus. Try practicing radical acceptance by spending a day reframing your mindset. Each time a worry arises, accept it fully, then refocus on what you can control. Part 4. Reprogramming your inner voice. You are what you think. We've been conditioned to absorb external opinions as facts. According to neuroscientist Dr. Joe Dispenza, Our thoughts create our reality because they influence how we perceive the world. If we constantly let other voices drown out our own, we lose our sense of self. The greatest discovery of my generation is that a human being can alter his life by altering his attitudes, said William James. Dr. Dispenza's research shows that intentional thoughts reshape the brain, rewiring neural pathways. If we can focus on positivity and self-assurance, we can literally rewire our minds to become more confident and resilient. Start a daily practice of affirmations. Write down 3 things you appreciate about yourself every morning. Part 5. Embracing growth over approval. Stop chasing validation. One major reason people struggle with not caring is their need for approval. Studies show that our brain lights up from social validation in the same way they do from food or rewards. This addiction to approval keeps us trapped in people-pleasing behaviors. Care about what other people think, and you will always be their prisoner, said Lao Tzu. YouTubers like Ali Abdaal emphasize that success comes from not pleasing others, but from staying true to personal growth. Embracing a growth mindset frees us from the need for constant validation. Shift your focus from pleasing others to improving yourself. Try setting weekly goals that push you beyond your comfort zone. Part 6. In The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, Manson talks about selective ignorance, choosing to be uninformed on things that don't matter. Think about it. Endless news, gossip, and trivial content drain our focus and add anxiety. If you wish to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid, said Epictetus. Selective ignorance is similar to decision fatigue. Studies show that too many choices or pieces of information overwhelm the brain. Limiting what we consume helps us focus on what truly matters. Here's an actionable step. Limit your exposure to news and social media. Choose just a few quality sources that align with your interests and ignore the rest. Part 7. The Power of Mindfulness. Living fully in each moment. Mindfulness has become a buzzword, but its power is in helping us choose where to place our attention. Harvard research shows that 46.9% of our thoughts are on things other than what we're doing. And this habit can make us feel disconnected. Wherever you are, be there totally, said Eckhart Tolle. Stoic philosophy teaches us to be present, as it's the only time we can actually control. YouTubers like Sam Harris and Matt Diavella advocate for mindfulness, not as an escape, but as a way to enhance presence and focus. Practice mindfulness in small moments, when you're eating, walking, or listening. Commit to focusing fully on that experience. Part 8. Knowing your inner purpose, the why that drives you. Our values and purpose fuel our mindset. Psychologist Viktor Frankl argued that those who know their why can endure almost any how. The meaning of life is to give life meaning, said Viktor Frankl. Research shows that people with purpose report higher life satisfaction. YouTubers like Jay Shetty talk about how finding purpose is the foundation of their happiness and success. Define your purpose by asking, what impact do I want to make? Write it down and revisit it often. Part 9. Reclaiming time from energy vampires. We often waste energy on people and activities that drain us. Energy vampires are people who sap our time and focus without adding anything positive to our lives. Boundaries are key here. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, said Jim Rohn. Studies show that having high-quality relationships leads to greater happiness and longevity. Surrounding yourself with inspiring, positive people uplifts your mindset. List the people or activities that drain you. Set boundaries around your time to prioritize relationships that uplift you. Part 10. Building a growth ecosystem. Creating a growth-friendly environment is crucial. Curate spaces, people, and routines that support your growth rather than hinder it. YouTubers like Thomas Frank emphasize that environment can be your silent productivity ally. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit, said Aristotle. Design your space and schedule to encourage growth. Surround yourself with positive influences like inspiring books, healthy routines, and accountability partners. Part 11. The Art of Letting Go. Freeing yourself from past baggage. Finally, letting go is essential to embrace the present. Past experiences can shape us, but they don't have to define us. Practicing forgiveness and letting go releases negative energy and leaves room for growth. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die, said Buddha. Studies show that forgiveness improves mental health and reduces stress. When we let go, we reclaim our energy and focus for positive things. Reflect on any past grudges or regrets. Write a letter of forgiveness to yourself or others, and feel the weight lift. Embrace your path to true freedom. At the end of the day, mastering the art of not giving a fuck is about creating spaces in your life for what truly matters. It's not about indifference or ignoring everything around you. It's about having the courage to set boundaries and free yourself from distractions that don't serve you. Think of this as building a life aligned with your own values, purpose, and joy. When you let go of superficial worries, stop chasing others' approval, and focus on growth, you're reclaiming your control over your mind and your life. The more you know who you are and what you want, the less you let things upset you, said Bob Harris in Lost in Translation. So go forward in confidence, choose what deserves your time and energy, and allow yourself to live fully, unapologetically, and intentionally. As always, thanks for watching, and remember, value learning, keep growing, and success will come. Peace.